to the podcast, Beef Tongue. Here's Jack with Cola
Hey.
and Walker.
Hello.
And fun fact that I got for all y'all. McDonald's has phased out its mascot, Ronald McDonald.
Whoa!
Oh, shit.
The reason
Wow.
why is because clowns in popular culture and media have become more associated with horror than with joy and
Because
laughter. Well, yeah, they did that because of like a lot of the stuff that's been going on with it, and then a lot of clowns nowadays are associated with like evil or scary stuff. I think there's a few like memes out there where a bunch of people dressed up as clowns and started scaring people or doing like scary stuff. So McDonald's has officially retired Ronald McDonald.
Damn.
Well, another childhood core memory of seeing Ronald McDonald commercials on TV.
So are they planning to replace Ronald McDonald?
I mean, they've already done it with like just using their slogans, catchphrases, or getting celebrities to endorse McDonald's.
Do they even sell toys anymore?
I think
They do.
so. Yeah.
Okay. I haven't gone to McDonald's in a long time.
I don't know. I stare at those toys all the time. Yeah, I mean, like, when has he been like truly a mascot to McDonald's since like what? Like they
used to have shows with him, and they used to have him like as part of the play place and all that.
Right. So when was the last time he's actually shown face like for a commercial or something like that? Because I can't remember anything past the 2000s.
Yeah, it's
been a
probably
very long time. Yeah,
like 10 years, maybe longer.
I just remember Grimace. I thought he was a rapist, and
I thought he was like $2 cheap Barney knockoff or something.
And then I used to scream at the TV because he looked freaking scary, like running around and stuff with his arms out, like he was gonna grab some children. And then there was a Hamburglar. And I can't remember, like there was a girl in there, wasn't there?
Yeah, that was a girl. Like it's like a duck.
Yeah, I thought that was Ronald McDonald's girlfriend.
The crazy thing when I was a kid, Ronald McDonald's would send. We have a what is that called? When they come to your school to do a presentation, what is that called? When you do like an auditorium thing. But the crazy thing, Ronald McDonald, some representative from McDonald's came, and it was Ronald McDonald's, Grimace, and the girl. And I thought Ronald was the scariest thing ever. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Did they come to your school?
No,
I don't remember them coming to my school, but definitely
that would suck.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm not creeped out by clowns, but it's just like the I don't know. I think it's more of a dude in makeup because you can't see his face too much. And then yeah, I was just thinking like for some reason I had it in my head like Ronald McDonald and his crew in like business suits and shit just showing up to a meeting and just discussing the future of McDonald's.
It's like Jack in the Box. It's like Jack in the Box where
So you think they're the CEO of
right. Because like I thought McDonald's was literally owned by a clown. So I was like, all right, well, whatever. He makes good fries. But
I think I still see Jack in the Box.
There's still Jack in the Box for sure.
That mascot's still around, but I think he doesn't really seem like a clown. He's more of a like a puppet that Jack in the Box out of the box,
like a mascot.
Yeah,
traditional mascot.
It's not as scary.
Right.
But the Burger King, that's a little that's a little creepy, but it's not as scary.
But his stick is like being like totally random. Like he'll just come out of nowhere, be like, "Eat my burger." But yeah, it was just yeah, I forgot about the Burger King. I mean, like he leaves an impression, but it's just like you kind of forget about him pretty easily.
They probably replaced him too. Oh, he's no longer.
Mm. There was a Taco Bell dog. I remember that.
There's Quiero Taco Bell.
But then I don't think anyone else had a mascot anymore. I mean,
In-N-Out doesn't have one.
All right. So my fun fact is that there's actually we all understand the concept of heterosexuality and homosexuality, but there are actually 200 different scales in between both sexualities.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea why or how, but I was like reading up on some of them the other day and I was kind of arguing with my wife about it, or just talking to my wife about it actually, because we were talking about like, you know, different kinds of sexuality, and she was talking about pansexuals, and I was just like, I didn't know what they were. It was just like, because I think like you're sexually attracted to cookware or something, you know, like it's like literal pans. So not to make fun of that
Walker
the
always
sexuality.
taking everything so literally.
Yeah, because I'm just like, what is a pansexual? I don't know. And you know, it's just, and there's aromantics, asexualities, and then when I think asexuality, I'm just thinking like snails and shit, where they just kind of produce on their own. So like they don't need a partner; they just like reproduce. So they take a shit, and then that's their son, type of thing. And it was just like, no, but that was the thing. It was just like I didn't understand that, and I was just like, okay, well, there can't be an asexual human because that's inhuman. So like when I read up on it, it's just like that's where it kind of spawned into like, okay, there's actual asexuals and aromantics, where asexuals don't generally feel sexual feelings, where aromantics do not feel romantic feelings, but they could feel the other, you know, in that regard. And it's just like, well, that's super fucking weird. And then there was this one where it's just like there's this one I can't remember what it's called, but it talked about how they generally don't feel sexual feelings until they do, and then when they do, they go back to not feeling sexual feelings anymore. I'm like, okay, then you're just horny once in a while. Why can't you just call it that? You can still have a preference. But it's super weird. And then it's just there's even kinds where it's just like you don't experience, like there's a sexuality where you don't experience sexual feelings until you realize that someone has sexual feelings for you.
That sounds like a rom-com. I don't know.
Right? So it's so weird.
Rom-com
sexuality.
Yeah, it's so weird. So then it's just like, well, then what if the person of the same gender says that about you, but you technically weren't homosexual before, but then it's just like, oh, I guess I'm gay now. You know,
Not
it's
my
just,
type until you are.
yeah, I know. So it's just like, it's super weird, but I'm just like, okay, well, I'm not going to bag on it, but I kind of feel like we're just slapping labels on everything now. And then we're just, every subjective scenario just suddenly becomes its own thing. So,
Well, I would say that.
but I'm not trying to be ignorant about it. It's just like, wow, okay, like I clearly don't understand. But yeah, sorry, you were saying?
I would say that we still don't know like everything about sexuality because everything's just not been in the open, pun intended. Nothing has been out in the open, but now that everyone's talking about it, we're just trying to get a grasp of what that is.
Okay, so I'm looking at some of them right now. There's a reciprosexual. Have you guys ever heard of
Oh,
that?
that's the one I mentioned it out of a joke, but then it's
Mhm.
it's actually it actually exists
Mhm.
where you don't
So it's,
feel any sexuality until sexuality is felt towards you or something.
yeah,
Okay. I
and
made
then
it up. I didn't
there's
know that was real. Okay.
and then there's achiosexual. That sounds a little fucked up. Where it's like you experience sexual or romantic attraction, but it goes away once you learn that they're attracted to you. Like what the fuck? That's just so like what? So isn't that just like that's that's sort of fucked up because it's just like well that just sounds like you found out that someone's ugly like once they what like
Hey,
or like it's or you found out that there's something wrong with them and then that's when you pull
Have
away.
you ever watched the show You
No,
on
no.
Netflix? Okay. I was gonna say. Yeah.
Mm, yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. It was just it just was a really interesting topic and then when I found out about like 200 different kinds of sexualities I'm like okay they're really like my, I mean there's for me there's guys, girls, non-binary, trans, and then now objects are the types of sexualities and I guess other species. But like how much more is within that spectrum? You know? What other conditions need to be met here? It's like the most difficult episode of The Bachelorette or something. Yeah. So what you got for us, Cola?
My fun fact: percussive maintenance is a term for hitting a device until it starts working again.
Oh, okay.
Like
Uh
old Nintendo.
Like an old
yeah.
Nintendo, or like blowing onto a Nintendo
Or like
cartridge,
a TV. It's like
or a TV. I don't think that applies anymore in the day of age of digital technology. It's
Try that
either,
with your flat screen.
yeah,
yeah,
try it with the flat screen. That thing will be busted and like have to
Big old
replace it.
handprint of like crushed ink or crushed fluid.
So yeah,
Okay. Oh, I,
see,
I I practiced that many a time.
I've been to a mechanic where they start tapping on a starter to get the car working.
Mm,
Have you
okay,
seen
I
that
can see
before?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen that.
yeah.
actually for cars, you might need to do that in order to get some things moving.
Yeah. Uh, it just doesn't apply to like, it doesn't apply to modern technology.
Modern tech, yeah.
Like pipes
Yeah.
and stuff. Something clogged, maybe you just need to tap it in order
Slap
to
your Tesla.
get things to move.
Slap your Tesla. It just records video of you. It just provides evidence. Speaking of slapping things, we're gonna go to our nostalgic topic of what video games and movies do we tend to go back to when, or what kind of old video games, movies do we go back to, regardless of age? How are they timeless to us, and why? Well, you start us off.
I would probably say I like the Futurama series
Nice.
only because I can watch a whole season in a day. I'm not a whole season, but probably all of the seasons for the whole day. But it's nice to watch it because sometimes it kind of sort of predicts the future, and sometimes when you watch it again, like, oh, they actually like predicted that, right? That actually really happened to the current time. So anything like spans like a very long time, like The Simpsons does that as well.
Mm.
But like when they have those episodes where like they predict who's gonna win, I think that's always interesting to watch. And then I just like watching right now. I'm like on like this 80s and 90s binge of movies, and you get to see like stars in movies, and you realize like, oh, they're big stars now, but they were actually the background or a supporting cast member. But that's interesting. Like the crazy thing is like I was watching Rush Hour 2, and I saw Don Cheadle in it.
Huh?
Don Cheadle. He's
I heard.
Yeah,
Don.
he was the guy that was fighting.
Yeah, he's
Chan.
fighting with Jackie Chan, but this is like before he was famous.
Yeah,
And but I saw that scene.
and he was
I
making
was like,
fun of
oh
Chris Tucker. He was like,
yeah,
"Oh, we hang out with 7-Eleven."
yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, I saw him in like I think I was like, oh shit, that's Don Cheadle. I didn't realize he was in Rush Hour 2. That's crazy. So
Mm.
I think well like that's why I like oh like it's surprising that it was like, oh, like always in your face, but you didn't realize until you watch it again. But I think that's cool. But I mean, I can watch it all day long. I mean, Futurama for sure. I think that's like my primary one.
I have a sudden fun fact for you guys. So they're suspending the production of Sriracha due to a massive chili shortage.
Oh, you better get that chill. You better get it before it's like $10 a bottle.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm like, wow. Okay, so I wonder how that's gonna go. I got some places I need to stop by, like after this.
Stockpile that like it's
Stockpile.
toilet paper.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, movies are timeless. The only thing is they're short. Like, how many times can you watch them before you start losing interest again? Because I would think of it as like, yeah, you'll come back and watch it, but like, how long? It's really one of those things that you do come back to, like, momentarily.
Yeah,
Just
it's not like you're gonna have it on repeat.
I sometimes do, but yeah. Your big one's Futurama. Yeah, and it's kind of funny how how people talked about how Matt Groening's creations have always predicted like future events, but it's like also on the flip side of that, it's like they had to adjust the episodes to kind of line up with current events too. I think they had an episode where they had the iPhone, but they actually put an iPhone in your eye or something. So
Oh, that's
it's like,
coming. That's coming.
yeah. But they had to be like, oh yeah, well we will like current times we have an iPhone around the year. What year was Futurama supposed to be based around?
3,000.
Oh, 3000. Okay, yeah. So it's just like those the modern things for us are showing up in a futuristic show that supposedly predicts the future. You know, what you got for us, Jack?
Yeah, on the same note that Cola did, mine would be Simpsons. For me, Simpsons is like a timeless show that I can always go back to. I can play it from the start and then just have it play, and then I can randomly quote like something from one of the episodes, like because it's so timeless. There's jokes and stuff that have always been turned into memes or have been, you know,
Yeah.
used to parody, whatever. But only the early Simpsons, like I guess the first 10 or so seasons. After that starts to go, the quality starts to go down. But yeah, for me it'd be the Simpsons.
They're outsourcing the animators.
Yeah.
I mean, Simpsons is a good one, just because, like, yeah, those are that's like one of the things you binge on repeat, and like you can't truly be sick of it, because it's just like if you wanted to play it endlessly on loop, it's like it'll be like a month or two before you come back to of binging before you come back to the original like first episode that you watched, and you're like, oh yeah. That's cool. But what else do you tend to turn to when it comes to timeless classics?
Yeah, like Simpsons is one of them. Which classic? Do I like to binge watch?
Harry Potter.
No, I get a little bit. I don't know. Doesn't interest me. Doesn't pull me in as much as if I see like Lord of the Rings. That I'll go back to watching that. I think it's because I read the Lord of the Rings when I was younger, and that was interesting to me. So probably I would rewatch Lord of the Rings if it was back on. They also have like the original 3 hour version is not the definitive version. The definitive version is actually close to 4 hours, where they added a bunch of other stuff that they had to cut just to keep it short. Short being short is in 3 hours.
Nice. Well, I mean, like, is there anything else that you guys return to? Like, just anything nostalgia wise, video games?
Yeah. Another thing for me, nostalgia wise, would be like every now and then I play what's that one game? Link's Awakening. That was one of my
Really?
favorite.
Link's Awakening.
It was
Oh,
the
that's
one,
more recent. That's more recent, huh?
they released a remake for the Switch, but I do like replaying
The Game Boy one?
the Game Boy one. Like I think I beat it 3 or 4 times throughout that I can remember. One I beat it on the Game Boy, and then I beat the Game Boy Color one, and then I got it for like the DS, and I bought it again, and then I beat it again.
Nice.
Yeah, it's one Alois double, triple, quadruple dip. Hell, if the only thing I need to buy I need to buy the Switch version and then beat it there too.
Nice.
Oh, you know, speaking of games, I'll probably do Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely Smash Brothers is one of them.
Smash Brothers. I mean, I even go back to that sometimes just to, get in a couple matches. Sometimes I play other games too much, and the control and stuff, it doesn't always translate
Mhm.
well. So
I think
it's like,
about Smash Brothers that those games are meant to be like replayed.
Yeah.
Party games. Yeah.
Right.
But you're talking about
Uh,
single player campaign or something?
no, I just do like like some random matches. I mean, like just do some, play with the computer or something like that.
No.
Just random matches.
yeah. Take out your mashing aggression. But Smash Brothers is definitely one of those games where it's just like if someone pulls it up, you don't, no one really says no, to playing.
Mm.
Like if you had to get together at a friend's house and you're just like, play Smash Brothers, and it's just like, yeah, I'm down. Yeah, video games were always the big one for me. But what other things you got that you go back to?
It's like to remember in my head. I mean, of course, there's Mario, like or Tetris.
Mhm. Oh,
Tetris, and I'll be like, ooh,
Or Sudoku.
I do this.
Sudoku. Let me see. It's just a lot of for me. It's always games that are like 2D platformers, or even some of the ones that are just like simple. Solitaire was a big one for me, just as a time killer. And the other one was just like the old school basic board games of like Ludo, or checkers, chess, and if I were to ever rewatch things, it would literally be like my anime classics, like Yu Yu Hakusho or Gintama, and I'm always down to like watch The Simpsons, just because that's just one of those things that you can zone out to and just like have it play in the background. I haven't had. Huh?
There's one anime I'd probably want to rewatch every now and then. It would be probably Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's really just like those ones that just like really made their marks in I guess anime like history. I mean, granted, I haven't watched all of them, but it's just like those are the ones that stuck out to me. And then I don't have too many movies that I run back to. I mean, the only one I've actually really obsessed about was probably Transformers, Resident Evil, and Avengers Endgame. But it like I would watch those Marvel movies, but you know, I kind of sift out like some of the ones that I'm not too fond of, like the Hulk. But watch everything up to the Avengers storyline, and then watch like up to Endgame. So yeah, but and the reasons for watching that stuff are just more apparent to me, where it's just like because they were the summer blockbusters where they like literally went all out on storyline, just visual effects and all that other stuff.
So you're gonna watch Thor: Love and Thunder?
It looks interesting. Not gonna lie, it looks interesting, and I'm not too fond of Phase 4 so far.
They brought back Natalie Portman, so it's like, oh, okay. I thought she was like out of the whole thing.
Yeah, she's gonna be like She-Thor or something.
She-Thor.
Yeah.
I mean, how can they make Phase 4 better? I mean, would they have to incorporate like mutants or something in it?
You'd have to put like X-Men in there or something.
Yeah, I think probably X-Men, Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I think Namor is coming in next.
Who?
Namor? He's a submariner.
I heard Nemo. Get Nemo.
Nemo.
I don't know who Namor is.
He's like the Aquaman equivalent on
Not Morbius.
Marvel.
Not Morbius or whatever his name is. Like I heard that was a depressing movie.
And Blade is coming, so.
Oh yeah.
Blade is coming, so.
Can't get Wesley Snipes anymore.
Yeah. Who do you think that they would get to replace him?
Oh, they already did. They got him.
Oh.
It's a Mahershala Ali.
Okay. I don't know celebrities, so I'll have to Google them after.
Yeah. I only know like the big names, so you'd have to like show me or something like.
I thought Chris.
Idris Elba, like, okay.
I thought Chris Evans was Chris Hansen for a while.
Oh.
Captain America told everyone to have a seat. Just talk to him on a one-on-one interview.
Oh shit! There's if you want to watch it, it's on Hulu, but it has that show with the same concept.
What?
They would catch predators. They have a show like that on Hulu. I used to love watching it. I used to love watching it.
Is it those like imitation ones where just like they're groups of like vigilantes or something, and it's just like I'm just here to find pedophiles. because I was
It's
touched as a kid or something.
this one's like it's starring a woman and she pretends to be a kid to get these guys to come over. And she does it.
How old is she?
She's probably like 30 something, but yeah, but she got him to come and sing. It's like, ugh, I would never ever.
Okay. I'd have to ask in terms of appearance. I'm just like, how does that look? Like, you can't be like a fully grown looking ass person and just trying to act like a kid. That makes
I'm
it twice as
14.
creepy. Yeah. I'm 12. Got like a freaking beard and stuff.
But yeah, is that one of your thing is watching Chris Hansen and how to catch a better?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what good parts have come out of Phase 4, because so far things that I've watched they're not great.
Enjoyed Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, Doctor Who. Oh, Doctor Strange, not Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Doctor Strange, probably what is this? Scarlet Witch.
What
I
was
like
that? WandaVision?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Way Home.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, but they didn't have the same impact, I feel. They're good, but that's not to the same build up. But I don't know. Maybe Phase 4, the collaboration, whatever movie will be even better.
Yeah, I think it's because like in the other phases, you always had Thanos in the background, and you know that
Yeah.
eventually.
You know who the main villain is, right? That's
Yeah, here you don't know who. It's always like there's something that they're fighting.
Yeah, so it's just like there's no real build up to it. It's just like everyone's just kind of in each other's universes, like it's a house party or something. So
We're going to a different universe.
yeah. No, have you guys ever read up on the Marvel, some of the other Marvel storylines, like Ultimates and stuff? So
I haven't read any of it, but I know
Mm.
it's really complicated. To just
yeah,
as it is DC multiverse stuff.
yeah, because this is one that I got interested in. It was the Ultimates universe, where it's like Reed Richards is like the main bad guy, and he kills like pretty much like everyone. Like, he becomes like this evil villain called the Maker, because he was stuck in this like negative universe for like so long. And he ends up like dissecting like Tony Stark's brain and like kills everyone in Asgard. A whole bunch of other like I guess super powerful people. But it was yeah, those comic books still like fucking get me. Like where it's just like that shit absorbs you into the story so easily. You guys ever find books like that where you get like enthralled in like the storylines?
Yeah, I read this one book a while ago, a couple of years ago, called The Three Body Problem. It was pretty interesting.
What? The three body?
Yeah, Three Body Problem.
Oh, okay.
It's I don't know if you got enough time to go over it now, but it's pretty good. I think they're gonna make a movie out of it. Sci-fi. The premise is that there's these aliens that are going to invade Earth.
Mm.
Um,
Sounds new.
yeah, and the catch is that these aliens come from a planet where there's three different suns. So the way their civilization, the way the book goes through it is the way everything works and how they created their technology in order to try to start an invasion into Earth. So that's just the first book. I need to catch up and read the second and the third one to see how that all goes.
Oh, so it's not exactly concluded yet.
Well, the series is completed, but I haven't read the second or the third book. I just thought the first one was pretty good and it drew me in. Because it goes
Nice.
into like a lot of background story and history of the main characters before they get to the aliens are gonna invade.
Okay. All right. With that, guys, we're closing out. Tune in next week where Cola still struggles with his shrunken testicles. Will he psychologically recover? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. All right, we out.